Reading Uni weather.
Hello there. Well, after a thoroughly miserable November, we've seen some nice weather across campus over the last few days. So if you've been wondering what the yellow ball in the sky is, it's actually sunshine. But don't worry, it's not going to be sticking around much longer. And as we go through the next few days, we're going to see conditions return to much more unsettled variety, with some rain at times, but also some colder air coming in towards the end of the week and the start of the Christmas holidays there. So going ahead to Thursday, the reason for that rain then, we've got a cold front swinging down from the northwest, bringing with it some heavy outbreaks of rain across central and southern parts of the country during the afternoon and overnight. Elsewhere, behind that cold front, we've got this very cold air digging in behind it with some quite strong winds across western parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, bringing in some quite heavy showers, falling as snow across parts of the Highlands there. Temperatures, well, cold across Scotland and Northern Ireland as you'd expect with the snow, 2 to 4 degrees here, and ahead of that cold front we've still got that mild air clinging on there, 10 to 12 degrees across southern parts of the country. So a quick snapshot into Friday, we've still got that cold front trying to move away from the south across southern parts of the country, with some outbreaks of rain at times, but it will slowly clear away as we go through the afternoon. Elsewhere, it's again a case of sunshine and showers, once again falling as snow across parts of the Scottish Highlands there, with a keen westerly breeze still rattling in off the Atlantic. Temperatures, that's the main talking point for Friday, much colder everywhere, 2 to 4 degrees again across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, but across southern parts of the country here, temperatures dropping back down to more normal levels for the time of year, 8 to 9 degrees across southern parts. So that's the rest of the week sorted out, but what about Christmas? Well, it's the 2 weeks to the big day, and everyone wants to know, is it going to snow, will it snow? Well, looking back at past Christmases, we can see that December is generally the most mildest month of the winter, so we tend to see by default quite mild and subtle conditions. But what is a white Christmas? White Christmas is defined as a single snowflake falling across any stations across the UK within the 24-hour period on the 25th. The last time this happened was in 2013, but it was restricted to parts of Scotland only, as the rest of the UK was still quite mild and unsettled. And the last time we had a widespread white Christmas was in 2010, when 81% of the weather stations across the country had lying snow and 19% saw falling snow. So we're looking ahead for the next couple of weeks then. The models are still struggling to kind of comprehend what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks, but we're still going to take a look anyway. So next week at the moment things look to change, with the jet stream starting to dip a bit further south, and high pressure is going to start to try and establish itself across the UK and western parts of Europe. And this is going to introduce a bit more of a cooler feed coming in from parts of Europe, bringing much more seasonable and cooler temperatures with the risk of some fog and frost. We're not expecting snow at this stage, but again, there is a bit of model uncertainty of what's going to happen over the next week, so this could still change. But as we head towards Christmas, the uncertainty gets a bit more stronger, and we start to see at the moment the jet stream is going to power back up again, and we will start to see low pressure systems crashing back into the UK and re-establishing that mild airflow we've seen so far during this month. So at the moment, Christmas doesn't look like it's going to be a wintry fare, and looks like it's going to be quite mild indeed. However, we still have 2 weeks to go, so it could change before then. So just to summarise then, Christmas at the moment is likely to be mild, with some settled spells and some rain at times, with the greatest chance of any snow being restricted to the Scottish Highlands. That's all from me. I'm going to hand you over to Simon, who's going to talk about something a bit more toasty. Thank you. See you later.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, it doesn't look as though 2014 is going to hold on to its title as the warmest year on record for much longer, as if we look at this plot of the temperatures so far this year, we see that 2015 has been by far and away the warmest on record. The most outstanding month was October, where we saw a departure of over 1 degree from the 1951 to 1980 average, the first such month to do so, and it was the largest departure from average of any single month on record. It also placed us at halfway to the 2 degree threshold of dangerous warming. Partly responsible for 2015's extreme temperatures has been this El Niño event, an anomalous warming of the tropical Pacific which releases large amounts of stored oceanic heat into the atmosphere. The event's currently the third strongest on record, behind 1982 and 1997, although it may rise up this ranking as the winter goes on. But of course, it's not just due to El Niño that we've seen these record temperatures, with more and more carbon dioxide accumulating in the atmosphere, and it looks as though 2015 will be the last year that the carbon dioxide level falls below 400 parts per million in the Northern Hemisphere summer, and that's another major threshold breach. And partly as a result of 2015's extreme temperatures, we've seen 25 of the strongest tropical cyclones in categories 4 and 5 in the Northern Hemisphere. Now, this is in line with current climate projections and suggests we're making a move towards more extreme weather events around the world.
God, Simon, you go like does it a bit more cheery for Christmas.
A bit gloomy.
I can only state the facts.
Well, Merry Christmas from everyone here at Are You Weather.
And also from everyone at Metso.
Have a good one and we'll see you in the new year. Right, I'm so hungry. I think I'll get a pizza.
Been here for bloody hours.
Reading Uni weather.